Hello, and welcome to the St. Vincent College Management and Operational Excellence Information Session. We are so happy that you could all join us today, and we hope that this time together will give you greater insight into all the wonderful opportunities available in this area. My name is Christina Andre, and I'm one of the Associate Directors of Admission here at St. Vincent. Joining me today are Dr. Gary Quinlivan, Dean of the McKenna School of Business, Economics, and Government, as well as three professors of business administration and management, and they are Dr. Terrence Smith, Dr. Michael Yorick, and Dr. Jeff Godwin. We also have one of our alumni joining us today, and that is Mr. Lou Tate. And we also have three of our graduating seniors from this department joining us, and they are Claire Kenna, Brianna Van Volkenberg, and Connor Evans. The first part of our program will be our Dr. Quinlivan and the three professors presenting an overview of this department. Following that, we will open it up to a Q&A session, and we encourage you to submit your questions by using the Q&A button located at the top or bottom of your device, depending on what you are using. Again, we thank you so much for joining us here today, and at this time, I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Quinlivan.
Hi, greetings, and welcome to the McKenna School webinar on management. Well, today, as Christina said, we've got three of our professors with us, and Dr. Jeff Godwin, PhD out of Virginia Tech. He is the chair of the business department at St. Vincent College. Brilliant individual, background in business policy and strategy. He'll have a lot to tell you. Then we got Dr. Terrence Smith. He is our expert in operational excellence. He heads our Kennewill Center for Operational Excellence, teaches supply chain. He'll give you a nice overview of what OE is all about. Then we got Dr. Michael Yorick, a PhD out of University of Cincinnati, well published. He's the director of our graduate program in management. I want to include him in the discussion because we do have a 4-1 option that you may be interested in. Unfortunately, we have three students with us. One's an international business major, and that's Brianna. But I want to show you that that OE minor is important to everybody, and she'll talk a little bit about that. And then we got Connor, and we have Claire, and they'll tell you more about the OE minor. They're all getting Greenbelt certified. And then finally, Lou Tate. Lou Tate is the manager of one of the best Italian restaurants in the area. Love the place. It's called Luigi's out in Clymer, PA. Make sure you go there if you come to St. Vincent. So let me start out with just some of the high points of the management program. SAP B1. SAP is a firm that writes the software that runs corporations. It's the third largest software developer worldwide, stationed out of Frankfurt, Germany. And we are SAP B1. We are the #1 academic provider in the entire United States. They give us a lot of internships. In fact, we had 16 last year. This year, we'll probably have about 10 to 12, unfortunately, because of the COVID-19 virus. But we're still going to do well. We have our Kennewill Center for Operational Excellence with a minor in OE. Dr. Terrence Smith will talk about that. We offer Six Sigma, Lean, Greenbelt certification. And that certification is a national certification. They certify West Point University, Purdue, Villanova, Virginia Tech, but they certify their engineering programs. I believe we're the only business program that has that certification. And then we've got a good relationship with Stanley Black & Decker because the president is a St. Vincent grad. We get 2 OE scholarships every year and a guaranteed internship between your junior and your senior year. We have 4 co-op positions with BPMI, Bechtel, every year. And 2 of our students actually just completed this BPMI co-op. And I believe they're going to be going to work for BPMI. We offer supply chain management. We utilize the SAP HANA version training module. And we also have a minor in entrepreneurship with an SBDC scholarship. That's a small business development center. And we have a sports management track too that Dr. Smith might talk about briefly because he is the advisor for those students. Now, here's the big news here, our placements. 2013 and 2019, we've had 100% placement. And I've got some of the data for 2020. The students are just filling out the exit surveys, so we know where quite a few of them are going. But notice I highlighted in green 3 OE placements, 5 or 4 OE placements. We got 1 SAP. We got a lot going on. We got 1 student going MPA at GISBIA. That's the Masters in Public Administration. they're top 15 in the United States. So it's a great program. I got the median starting salaries there, excellent. And not only do we had 100% placement, but we've got about a 95% response rate on these. So we know where all these kids are going. Finally, I just want to show you a slide about our Masters in Management program. And mention that 401 program once again, but I'm going to leave it to Dr. York to talk about that. So let me turn the floor over now to Dr. Godwin.
Welcome. Welcome. It's good to have you with us. I want to say a few words about our management curriculum and about how we approach training and education that helps prepare students for those great jobs that Dr. Quinn Levin was talking about and to be successful once students leave here. First of all, in our business core, we offer coverage in all the functional areas of business. So if you're a management major, you'll get a broad range of business education and accounting, finance, marketing, and statistics and areas that are important. In addition to the college core, which gives the liberal arts education, the management major itself, our overall approach is to prepare students for the information age. In the industrial age, management education tended to focus on plant and equipment and how things were laid out. In the information age, the key resource in organizations is knowledge workers. It's people with skills. The number one job of a manager today is to attract, hire, train, and retain knowledge workers and to help people to be as productive and as they can. And part of that is creating organizations in which people enjoy going to work, which people enjoy being productive. So our curriculum, like the core management class that all business majors takes, is organizational behavior. It's the people side of management. We also have, you would take classes in human resource management and leadership. And our capstone course in our program is strategic management. Students learn how to bring together everything that they've learned in their programs to develop strategic plans for companies. And in today's world and today's environment, the ability to make good strategic decisions is vital. And so that's our approach. That's our overall approach. And we couple that with these other things that Dr. Quinn Levin has talked about in terms of operational excellence and SAP and the other opportunities to balance out the education. And I truly think that's why our students have done so well and our placement rates have been 100%. And that means that people are getting jobs within their field year after year after year. So that's our overall approach. That's what we try to do. And we have a what I consider highly skilled faculty to do that, which includes Dr. Smith, Dr. Urich, and many others. So with that, I will turn it over to Dr. Smith.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Smith, Assistant Professor of Management here at St. Vincent, and I'm here to briefly discuss the Operational Excellence minor curriculum and the Kennemental Center for Operational Excellence. So the Operational Excellence minor is geared towards equipping students with the skills necessary to be successful in a complex business environment. So in order to receive the Operational Excellence minor for business majors, you have to complete 28 total credits, which equates to 9 total courses. But the good thing about that is 4 of those courses are already required for your business core and your management requirements, which is a good thing. The courses that you would take or the students would take will cover multiple areas, including accounting, leadership, managing operations, continuous improvement. And one key aspect of the OE minor curriculum is the 4-course sequence of required courses that represent an increased level of knowledge and understanding of concepts. So the significance here is that once a student completes that 4th sequence, they will obtain that Lean Six Sigma Green Belt certification that Dr. Quinlivan spoke about earlier. This certification gives the student a competitive advantage over other college graduates because of the skills that they learn while obtaining that certification. So that's a general overview of what to expect in reference to the Operational Excellence minor. In reference to the Kendall Center for Operational Excellence, or the KCOE, this is a program within the McKenna School of Business that provides opportunities for students to network with industry professionals, build relationships, collaborate. And the intent is to provide a platform for these students to showcase their skills to employers in order to create future partnerships and opportunities for students after graduation. So the KCOE facilitates a number of different opportunities throughout the year for students to get involved. These opportunities include spring and fall professional workshops, spring and fall operational excellence dinner lectures in conjunction with the Operational Excellence Club, volunteering opportunities within the community, networking events, and our annual Operational Excellence Summit that provides a chance for students to interact with industry professionals from all across the country. So that is all I have in reference to the OE curriculum and the KCOE. Thanks for listening. And now we'll turn it over to Dr. Mike Urick.
Hi, everybody. I'm Dr. Mike Urick. Thanks so much for joining us today. It's great to see you all and to be here with you all. As Dr. Quinlivan mentioned, I'm going to talk primarily about the MSMOE, our Master of Science in Management, focused on operational excellence, but I also want to talk about some other opportunities that management majors will have. Again, as Dr. Godwin talked about, we are a very well-rounded program here at the undergraduate level in management as well. You're going to have opportunities in a variety of different management areas, human resources, supply chain management, project management, etc. So the program is meant to give you a well-rounded knowledge of crucial areas of management. And it's very practical as well. So we try and keep things not too theoretical, but at a very practical level. We have connections with several local boards of professional organizations related to supply chain, for example, related to human resources. So it's not uncommon that students will be networking with professionals in their field in various areas of management. Dr. Quinlivan mentioned the SAP Business One program as well as another opportunity for students to get certifications. So speaking of certifications, I want to talk to you more about the Master of Management focused on operational excellence. For students that actually choose to go into that program after their undergraduate studies, there's opportunities for 3 different certifications as part of your studies there. You can be certified in Six Sigma, your green belt. You can be certified again via SAP Business One, and you can be certified in the True Lean methodology, very similar to what Toyota actually uses through one of our partner universities that we work with over the summers. But that's not all that's of benefit for St. Vincent undergraduate students in management. Actually, once you've studied your 4 years at the undergraduate level at St. Vincent in management or in another degree, you can transition into the MSMOE for just 1 additional year. So in other words, in 5 years studying at St. Vincent, you can earn 2 degrees, 1 undergraduate degree and then your master's degree. The MSMOE is very well regarded in the area. It was developed initially based on a need that we discovered from regional businesses. They said, we want some business students that are trained in continuous improvement, problem solving, and waste reduction. And so all of our classes in the MSMOE focus on at least one of those areas. And the philosophy of the MSMOE is that a good manager leader needs to really understand 3 key areas. They need to understand their organization, so their group that they're working with, their team. What's our mission and vision? They need to understand the processes. How do we transform our inputs into our products and services? And most importantly, they need to understand their people. So what motivates the people that are working in our organization? What do our customers want from our product or service? And so all of the courses in that program are related to those various areas. We've been recognized quite a bit recently in terms of the success we've had in the program. We've been ranked actually 5 times in recent years, national rankings from the MSMOE program. The 3 most recent were for our online format of the program, and very prestigious. We were ranked top 100 by US News and World Report. So we're really proud of those rankings. That really shows and highlights just how solid the program is at the MSMOE. And we have that opportunity for you coming into St. Vincent as a 4-year undergraduate student to stay on for just 1 extra year and receive all the benefits of that master's program as well. It's a 36 credit program. And one of the nice things about it is if you find yourself employed full-time immediately after your 4 years of undergraduate study, which is pretty common, as Dr. Quinlivan and Dr. Godwin mentioned, you can actually take the program while working. So the courses are all in the evening. They can be done online or face-to-face as you know, it's safe to do so. So you have that option to log in online or attend courses physically on campus once the campus reopens back up. It's great. We're one of the most cost-effective programs in the region as well. So with regard to our ranking, with regard to our student outcomes, with regard to the cost effectiveness of the program, you really can't beat it. It's a special opportunity for our St. Vincent students that they can stay on campus for just 1 extra year to earn that 2nd degree. I think that's all I really have to talk about the MSMOE program. So I'm going to hand it back over to Christina, and I think we're going to talk about our Q&A.
Okay, thank you so very much, Dr. Urick and Dr. Godwin, Dr. Smith, Dr. Quinlivan, for sharing that wonderful, insightful information. Sounds like a lot of great opportunities for our students at St. Vincent in these programs. We are going to do the question and answer session now, but before we get to your questions, we would like the 3 students and the alumnus who are joining us to just take a moment and introduce themselves, and we'll go in this order. So we have our alum, Lou Tate, and then we have graduating seniors, Claire Kenna, Brianna Van Volkenberg, and Connor Evans. So if we could go in that order, if you could each take a moment to introduce yourself. So Lou?
Hello, everybody. My name is Louis Tate, class of 2014, Greenbelt certified. I'm currently the general manager and part owner of my family's restaurant called Luigi's Ristorante, located in Clymer, Pennsylvania. We've been here for 36 years, and with the help of my education at St. Vincent, I plan to not only continue the longevity of this business, but further look to expand.
And then if our students, if you'd like to each comment and introduce yourselves, and why don't we go in the order of Claire, Brianna, and then Connor. Claire?
Hi, I'm Claire Kenna. I'm a senior management major with minors in operational excellence and entrepreneurship. And after graduation, I'll be working for BPMI.
And then Brianna, and then after Brianna, Connor. So Brianna, could you take a moment and introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Brianna Van Volkenberg. I am an international business major with minors in operational excellence and Spanish. And I'm currently seeking a job right now, but do not have one, but plan to work in Pittsburgh.
Hi everyone, I'm Connor Evans, and I am a business management major with an operational excellence minor, and I will be working at Bechtel in July as well.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing that. And we're going to do the question and answer session now. And students, remember, you can submit a question using your Q&A button. And I see we already have a question coming in from Doug. And this question will be for Dr. Godwin. And Doug is asking, is there a capstone project in business, and what would we do? Dr. Godwin?
There, sorry. Yes, there is a capstone project in business. Students work in small teams of 2 or 3, and they develop a strategic plan for a company of their choosing. They take an organization, and throughout the semester, we develop in-depth student created strategic plans for organizations. They present the plans and then write up the strategic plan. That's one major project. The other project in there, we utilize the business strategy game simulation. Students run their companies. It's in the athletic footwear industry in the virtual world, and it's designed for 10 different decision rounds, which represent a year in the life of the company. So throughout the semester, student groups are operating companies in the virtual world. This game is widely used, and we compete within the industry of the other teams within the class, but the scores from that and the results of that are compared on a worldwide basis, and every week there's a global 100 list. And every semester for the past 10 years, we've had teams that have made the global 100 list, and reaching a height in the midst of the semester of probably 6,000 teams from different schools and companies around the world. So we have two projects, the strategic plan as well as the business strategy game simulation.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Godwin. And our next question is coming in from Wendy, and this would be for one of our students. Why don't we have Connor answer this one? And Wendy is asking, what elements of the management curriculum do you feel are of the most value for your career going forward? Connor?
So one thing that the management major does really well is you have a whole bunch of group projects where you get to work hands-on with a lot of people on a lot of different things. And, coming off of the co-op that I had at Bechtel, I can tell you there's a lot of teamwork involved. Even if you're not doing these big projects, you're going to be working with people on a daily basis. So learning how to work with people properly is a huge skill that the courses do a very good job of teaching.
Great, thank you, Connor. And our next question is coming in from Ian. And this question would be for Dr. Yorick. And Ian would like to know, what opportunities are there for research with the management professors? Dr. Yorick?
Hey, Ian, thanks for your question. Actually, there's quite a number of opportunities for research with some management professors. If undergrads are interested, there are opportunities to pursue to talk with management professors. And the nice thing about it is we're all pretty open. We're all pretty interested in talking with you. We want to learn more about what interests you. And so we're excited to explore some opportunities you might have. I can share with you that especially at the graduate level, there are a lot of opportunities for research with management professors. We've had quite a bit of success with publications for our MSMOE students. We've had, I think, in the past 4 or 5 years, about 9 or 10 different publications come out of our program. And they actually were student-led, student-driven based on their ideas. And so it's pretty neat. We've had, out of those 9, 7 of those were peer-reviewed. For folks that may even be interested in going on for their education, such as with a doctoral degree, those peer-reviewed publications mean an awful lot to get into a doctoral program. But even if that's not your goal, they teach you a lot about the research method, about the research process, and about ways to explore ideas and collect primary data for your own research. One of those pieces of research actually was presented at the Academy of Management Conference 2 years ago, I guess it was. And that's notable for a couple of reasons. The first being that is the number one most widely recognized academic management conference in the world. So probably one of the most prestigious conferences in management academia, if not the most. And the other thing that's notable is that the student that presented that research there was a master's student. Now, most of the people that are presenting research at that conference are doctoral level or higher, or professors. And so, I was very proud that it was one of our MSMOE students that presented at that really a high level, and he did a fantastic job doing it as well. So there are definitely opportunities to study. Students in the MSMOE can take an independent study for research. There's also a research methods course that is available for students to explore new ideas and to determine how they can research whatever topic they're interested in.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Yorick. And our next question is coming in from Allison, and this would be for one of our students. We'll have Brianna answer this, and she would like to know, what did you gain from the OE curriculum? Brianna?
From the OE curriculum, you gain a lot of very informative tools to use. The first class I took was Culture in OE, and that kind of just gives an overview of what operational excellence really is. And then the last class I am currently taking, almost finished with, is Greenbelt Preparation. So this class kind of is like a sum up of every class that I've taken prior. And it just incorporates every tool that we've currently learned. And we get to do this in a hands-on experience with a selected company. And we work in groups to solve a problem that they're having. And this has been a really great experience because it really prepares you to see what a situation would be like in the real world in a business.
Brianna? Okay, thank you so much, Brianna, for that wonderful answer. And we have another question coming in from Diana that I think would be good for you as well, because I have heard that you are an athlete here. And Brianna would like to know how you balance your time between academics and your athletic involvement.
I have very caring coaches that are very adamant on keeping up with academics as well as participating in a sport. Honestly, I think participating in a sport has definitely helped me with time management. It allows me to create a schedule to know when I have practice, when I need to get my homework done, when I need to study. It actually has been very easy to play a sport, as well as focusing on academics and doing very well and academically. So I definitely think it's been a very good experience for me because it has definitely helped in my time management skills.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Our next question is going to go to our alum, Lou Tate, and this question is coming in from Darnell, and he would like to know, how have you used OE in your career, and what advice would you give to college students? Lou?
Hi, Darnell. Thank you for the question. You know, I've used it in several different ways. The one key aspect of the OE minor is, like Bree touched on, it does provide you with a valuable skill set of tools, visual tools specifically, to help facilitate a better understanding of the skill set and how those tools can be applied to solve everyday problems, how to find ways to identify waste, you know, how to think critically without, you know, thinking too much in depth to say the least. You know, one key tool that I use a lot is from the DMAIC process. I use value stream maps, and those are basically used to kind of analyze every step of a process and kind of see like where some waste exists. And then from there, you can, you know, work with your fellow, you know, key management people to figure out, okay, you know, what waste can we terminate, what waste can we treat, you know, what waste can be tolerated, all in efforts of continuously improving operations on an everyday basis. So, you know, having this minor definitely has, you know, prepared me for the real world and, you know, how to, you know, address problems and, you know, find effective solutions.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much, Lou. And our next question is coming in from Cecilia, and this would be for a student. So we'll give this one to Claire. And she would like to know a little bit more about what activities were you involved with at St. Vincent? And also, did you do any internships? Claire?
So St. Vincent gives a lot of opportunities for students to be involved in different activities. There's a lot of clubs. Specifically, there's an OE club, so you can be involved in that and participate in different OE activities and OE dinners and panels and things like that. I also was fortunate enough to have the opportunity to do not only an internship, but also a co-op. So this was a paid position at a local company and you worked 40 hours a week there during your spring semester of your junior year. And you took that all the way through the summer as well. So you had a really good opportunity to get involved in the workforce. And then most likely they offer you a job upon graduation if that's something you're interested in. And the business school, specifically management as well, has a lot of opportunities for different internships.
Wonderful. That sounds very exciting. And it looks like we have one last question that will go to Dr. Smith. This one is coming in from Nathan, and he would like to know a little bit more about the study of OE and why that Greenbelt certification is so important. So we'll throw that one over to Dr. Smith.
Thanks for the question. I think the importance of the Greenbelt certification is the skill set that you have, that you learn, the tools that you acquire, and the opportunities that are there for you to utilize those skills. So it's not just learning the skills, but you also get a chance to apply them, and not only in the classroom, but you get opportunity at St. Vincent to interact with industry. So that's doing real work and solving real problems for these businesses and these companies. And I just think that is important to have that experience coming out of school. Upon graduation, already having that experience and that certification. I just think that gives those students a competitive advantage over anybody else, any other graduating seniors coming out of school that do not have that experience. That just makes you more valuable to employers.
Thank you so much. And we want to thank you, Dr. Smith, as well as Dr. Godwin, Dr. Yorick, and Dr. Quinlivan for sharing that great information, and Lou Tate, our alum, for your insight, and our students, Claire Kenna, Brianna Van Volkenberg, and Connor Evans, for all that great information. We also want to thank all of our attendees today. And if you think of additional questions later, please feel free to get in touch, and we'd be happy to address those for you. You can contact us here in admission, and then we can always put you in touch with our management and OE department. For the seniors in high school who have been accepted, if you have not yet committed, we encourage you to do that. You can pay your deposit online at stvincent.edu/deposit. Thank you again so very much for joining us, and have a great day.